You almost busted me trying my Italian love cake. You're gonna love this recipe. It's very easy and it's great for Valentine's Day. Come back in just a minute. Hi, my name is Debbie Covington. I'm a chef, caterer, cookbook author, and food columnist. I live on Ladies Island in Beaufort, South Carolina with my husband Vince and our cat Belle. I've been serving delicious food to fabulous people for close to 30 years. This is my trusty sidekick, Susan DeLoach. Susan is a photographer, good friend, and all-around creative talent. Over the years, we've joined forces on catered events, food columns, cooking classes, and published a cookbook together. Cooking videos are our new project. Welcome to our pretend cooking show. Cheers! Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and I have a delicious dessert recipe that I'd like to share with you today. It's for an Italian love cake, and if you've been watching any of my other recipes, you know how much I love a cake mix. This starts with a dark chocolate cake mix. First thing though, you need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees and spray a 9x13 baking pan. You're going to need a deep one for this because the cake rises pretty high, just to save your oven from any drips and spills. So our pan is ready, and I have the ingredients that are on the back of the box in my bowl. To that, I'm going to add the cake mix. So the first layer is just follow the directions on the back of the box and make a chocolate layer. Very simple. Okay, I don't want to drip it everywhere. All right, we're going to use this bowl again and the same beaters, so I'm just going to put a plate under it to keep it from dripping all over the place. So this first layer, just want to spread evenly in the bottom of your 9x13 baking pan. This recipe takes a few minutes to make, but it takes a little while to cook. It takes about an hour for the cake to cook, and then in all honesty, it takes several hours for the cake to cool completely before you can put the icing on top. So we're going to spread this in while we get our second layer going. The second layer is 32 ounces of ricotta cheese. Use the same bowl because it's all kind of going to mix up together anyway. What's going to happen is the layers are going to bake on top of each other, leaving you with a really thin layer of cake with a thick layer of like the cheese filling and then another thicker layer of the chocolate cake. The cake kind of comes up over the ricotta. So to the ricotta, we want to add 3/4 of a cup of white sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Please use real vanilla extract. Don't use the fake stuff. I didn't realize that you could even find that anymore, but I had a friend recently tell me that she made cookies with it and had a disaster. It's kind of like don't use fake flavoring and don't use margarine. Okay, so we're going to mix this up. Same bowl, same beaters. Okay. That's good. A little egg. Then I'm going to pour this layer over the chocolate cake gently. and spread it to all the corners. Recommend just giving it a nice bang a couple times too, so that any air bubbles can come to the top. At this point, the cake is going to go in a preheated 350 degree oven for 60 minutes. The cake is in the oven where it's going to bake for 60 minutes. Keep an eye on it, 60 minutes exactly. While the cake is baking, let's make the topping. It's very simple. A cup of whole milk, a 3.6 ounce package of instant pudding. I like this dark chocolate everything, but whatever kind of chocolate you like. This will work with milk chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate, whatever your favorite flavor is. So we're going to whisk this together until it starts to get kind of thick. And try not to make a total mess. So this is getting pretty thick. I mean, if you were making real pudding, you would have much more milk in it. So we're going to stir this into an 8-ounce container of frozen whipped topping. Or, if you want to be smart and make your own whipped cream, you just need 2 cups of homemade whipped cream, lightly sweetened. Get all that out. Okay, so I'm just going to fold this in to incorporate the pudding mixture with the whipped topping mixture. When the cake comes out of the oven, you're going to need to put it on a wire rack and let it cool for several hours. It needs to be really, really cool. I mean, it's so thick that it's going to hold heat for a long time. So if you want to make this and serve it the same day, you better make it early in the morning. It's actually best after you ice it if it can be refrigerated for about 8 hours. So making it the day before is your best bet. So this is fully incorporated, and I'm gonna pop it in the refrigerator where it can wait and stay cool until it's time to frost the Italian love cake. The Italian love cake I just put together is still in the oven, but luckily I baked one last night and this one has had time to chill. So I'm going to cut it and show you what makes this cake so special. You can probably get anywhere from 12 to 15 pieces from one cake. Let's see if this wants to come out nicely for me. See how pretty it is? It shows all the different layers. I'm just going to serve it with a couple of strawberries, got a couple of cut ones. See how beautiful the layers are? You have a very thin layer of chocolate on the bottom, a nice layer of the ricotta, and a thicker layer of the chocolate on top. It's kind of neat how it reverses when it's baking. So good. It's kind of like a cross between cheesecake, a brownie, and a pie. I think you'll love it. Easy recipe. Give it a try. And happy Valentine's Day.
If you'd like to see more recipes like this, please subscribe. For complete ingredients and cooking instructions and to purchase cookbooks, visit cateringbydebbycovington.com.